one with chief host, who is for now also Father's direct boss, and my big Oga too. Not we request that it honors us by getting to that aspect of the team. Having said that, I want to respectfully invite and welcome to constitute the high table our royal father of the day, His Royal Majesty, Dr. Emmanuel Sedisu. I've forgotten the, I didn't hear. Dr. Emmanuel, please, I don't want to miss the number with regards to the time. I want to respectfully, I think I've been corrected again, the Oroji of Open Kingdom. Major General Luke Jackberry. I believe I got it right. Omogu, you are welcome, sir. You are welcome. For those of us who are not aware, I think currently is the chairman of Delta State Traditional Rulers Council. You are welcome. You are welcome, Your Majesty. You are welcome to our premises. And also, so we know, is also a chancellor in one of our northern federal universities. Already we are happy. There's an Army University, Bonu. We call it Bonu. You are welcome. We are happy to have you in our midst. It shows that you really hold our very own Reverend Father Abaka dear to heart by still honoring him with your physical presence. I want to quickly add a gender balance to the high table by requesting that our Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Doris Oghenejode, please to the high table to join in constituting the high table. Prof, you're welcome, man. You see, we are all children of Father Abaka. For what I tell some persons, Father Abaka is not just an individual, it's an institution. And if you believe Father Abaka is an institution, and it's the reason why we are here, I want to respectfully demand that we jam our hands as we welcome the man himself, Very Reverend Father Abaka Ambrose Oghenejode, a chief of two kingdoms. Please, Father, to the high table, you are the man of the moment. We thank God for your life. Just like Father Didi will say, Father Abaka is a typical example of the captive man life. If you understand the history and the story behind you, you will know it's an example of faith. It's an example of belief. It's an example of steadfastness in things that have to do with humanity and the love of God. Father, you're welcome. We are happy for you. We thank God for your life. We thank God for making today to come true. Father, you're welcome. Also, we want, as we progress, we also request gratefully that one of our distinguished professors, who is already here seated, another annual professor of this university, Professor Mrs. Mary, and then please join in the high table, bro. We are happy to have you. These are the professors who say, we have professors and we have professors. The second professors are professors with capital letter P. And I will say Professor Mrs. Edema is one of those professors that are capital letter P. Glory to Jesus. You know, we're having a blend of events. So permit me, when you hear us bringing the Catholic side out of it, you know it's a total package. Glory to Jesus. Great pride. Great pride. You see, Father is on both sides. We're happy. I know today's event is scheduled to be the public lecture to mark Father's retirement from FUPRE and the 65th birthday celebration. And if we say it's a public lecture, who's going to be the lecturer? I think that's a big question to ask. But we have the lecturer here in our midst. And I want to respectfully invite another professor with capital letter P, distinguished Professor Sonny and welfare to the high table, sir. Prof, you are welcome. We are happy to have you in our midst. It's going to be an enticing one. Please have your pen and paper and take note, because the topic is a very unique topic beyond priesthood, the clergy in contemporary Nigeria. Why is this a special topic for this moment? Already some of us are aware. We have one of the Catholic priests as a serving governor in Benue State. So we want to see the role of Catholic priests in today's Nigeria. And I think this topic is apt because after Father will take a bath on FUPRE tomorrow, we want to see what will be his extended role, because I don't think Father can do without social reaching out to the poor and having them the best time. I want to respectfully, as you walk majestically to the high table, acknowledge the presence of this university librarian. Mama, you're welcome. So, as I earlier said, wow, I think I'll take a pause for a moment. This is special. It has never happened in any university in this country to my knowledge. This is a privilege to have the pro-chancellor of this university in our midst, distinguished Professor Uta. Prof, you are welcome. This is one of the professors who also say professors with a big P. Not just professors who have professors. Professor Uta is professor with capital letter P. Prof, you are welcome. You are welcome. This is an apt event. I think for those of us who are fortunate to be here, we are very, very privileged to have these unique members of the high table as constituted as it is. Like I mentioned, this has never happened anywhere in any Nigerian university. Although it is not termed a university affair, but it is termed an affair that has been organized by associates of Father Abaka, like those we call ourselves disciples of Father Abaka, the chaplaincy of which is our chaplain, and of course acknowledging the support of the management of this university, knowing fully well that Father Abaka has played tremendous key roles in the history. You cannot talk about the history of FUPRE without having Father Abaka's name mentioned its significant aspect on every chapter of the history book of FUPRE. Having said that, I want to respectfully invite Mr. Isaac to also join me as we take the national item first, to be closely followed suit by the FUPRE item, while we request that one of our deputy registrar in charge of Senate Affairs, Mr. Otolo, will lead us with the opening prayer. Having said that, we go in this order. I want to seek your indulgence, Mr. Chairman and His Majesty. We shall finish this event in less than an hour. In less than an hour, we are done with this event. But please note, if we cannot finish because of excitement, probably you will feel that the voice you are hearing is the voice of one Mahmoud. I'm not certain who Mahmoud is. This is not 4 a.m., but we shall finish in less than an hour. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. Please help us to lead the national item and the FUPRE item. Thank you very much.
Please, let's take the national
Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac Obra. Like I mentioned before now, today is a special day, and in nature of doing things we have in our midst, it has never happened in any university before. For those of us who are privileged to understand tradition of university, we know no one ever had the privilege of having the full members of the university council present in an event like this. I know what I'm saying. I in due course shall announce. Just the way I was saying before now, I think one of our council members, distinguished Professor Kappa, will understand. We are learned it from the University of Port Harcourt. I will have professors, and we'll have professors with big P. And distinguished Professor Kappa is one of the professors with big P. Prof, you are welcome. We're happy to have you in our midst. And we want to respectfully acknowledge the presence. Let me add distinguished to it, to the distinguished registrar of this university. No other person than Mrs. J. Omeye. Mama, you're welcome. We're happy to have you in our midst. We also have distinguished members of the Governing Council. We have the senator in our midst looking eloquent as usual. We are very, very welcome to acknowledge your presence so that we don't waste much time. But as we move forward, we keep calling and acknowledging our presence. We have Honorable Lobimi Orinia, member University Council. Mama, you're welcome. We also have in our midst Honorable Isa M. Tambagaka. If I make mistake, please permit me to acknowledge your presence. We also have, like I mentioned before, Professor Dr. Japa is already here. We have Senator Adamu Nikwa. You are very welcome. And we acknowledge the presence of the parish priest of St. Jude's Parish, Furu. Is in our midst. He's a professor, one of the professors with capital letter P. Prof, you are welcome. Glory to Jesus. I think Prof feels well at home now. Alright, as we progress, like I mentioned, so we know we also have a member of this Governing Council representing the federal ministry in charge of education in our midst, Barrister Mrs. Blessing as well. Mama, you're welcome. We acknowledge your presence. Like we said, and you understand, this has never happened in any university before. This kind of lecture and with this kind of dignitaries. We acknowledge the presence of Chief Imam Aburo, the Secretary of Abaka Traditional Council. You're welcome. We acknowledge the presence of Honorable Paul E. Abu JP, President and Worldwide. You are welcome. And lastly, we acknowledge the presence of every one of us seated who are very important to this occasion. Please let us appreciate ourselves. Jam our hands for ourselves. Recall, I made a pledge that we'll finish this in less than an hour. And having said that, we want to request that, Father, since you are here, the Professor Father in our midst, you help us with the opening prayer. Let us jam our hands for him.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for showing mercies you have granted to us. We commit this public lecture in honor of Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Ambrose into your able hands. Commit the lecturer, all the events that will take place here, may they be in accordance with your glory, and may they enrich us and bring blessing to our university and our nation.
Thank you very much, Father. We pray that the good Lord will hear and answer our prayers. I want to quickly invite the chairman of the local organizing committee for this event to please make his opening remark and unveil the man of the moment. May I respectfully invite Engineer Dr. Oghenejode Oghenejode, please. Engineer Dr. Oghenejode Oghenejode, please make your opening remark and officially unveil the man of whose reason we are here.
The Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Personal Resources, the Chairman of the FUPRE Governing Council, Professor Anthony Wonka, our Royal Father, Orojo of FUPRE, Umogun, Hospital, distinguished guest at the high table, our Speaker, Professor Sonia Kofiada, the Chief Celebrant, the Abaka Ambrose. We are here not to mourn, but rather to celebrate a great icon, So friends of Father Abaka, small, big, you can see the assortment of dignitaries on the high table. All of you are all welcome. The idea is to celebrate him while he is alive. He's not retiring from the priesthood, because that was the first question people started asking. He's retiring from FUPRE officially because he's clocking the age of 65 tomorrow at God's grace. Interestingly, a few of us didn't fit, and we suggested the Vice Chancellor that friends should host him. So this is not being done by the university per se, but friends. And the university committee is his friends. To honor him, he's leaving the university with a valedictory lecture. Professor Abaka agreed to this lecture. That's why we are here. So we wish Father Abaka many more years. He has contributed immensely to the development of FUPRE right from the beginning. And we deem it fit to say thank you for being with us here, for mentoring us, for being a shining example to the priesthood and also his public service. So Professor Abaka is here to explain there's an advent of priests coming into the public space. Maybe Father will consider going for governorship, I don't know. So we speak to us on the advent of priests beyond priesthood, the clergy in contemporary Nigeria. So we are here, and I will graciously hand over the mic now to our distinguished Vice Chancellor, Professor Abaka, to give his welcome address as the chairman. Professor, this is a round of applause for him, please. It's not easy gathering all these dignitaries here. And we promise the speaker will finish in due time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Monego. I would have loved to stand on the well-established protocol. But let me also crave your indulgence to just establish a little to what has been established. The chairman of the Governing Council, Professor Abaka Ambrose, is here present. Is the chairman of the University Governing Council. He is a professor, is a former Minister of State for the Ministry of Education, a former Vice Chancellor of Imo State University, and a former Secretary to Government of Imo State. Is here with his team of council members. Please, let's give them a round of applause. I changed position because I'm a traditionalist. Let me especially welcome also His Royal Majesty, the Ogunje of Ogbekili, Major General Mutakwelo, to this important gathering. When I got information that he will be coming, I said, Father, be able to put Oriji. Oriji is the chairman of Delta State Traditional Council. He's also the chancellor of the Army University of Montpellier, Borno State. A one-time GOC, General Officer Commanding. Not any group. It's any group, yes. You're welcome, sir. The celebrant for today, Reverend Father Oghenejode Abaka, you're welcome. The guest speaker, you're welcome. Yes, today is a deviation for what we have been experiencing in the university. This is not the first incident or event of somebody retiring from the system, but this is the first of its kind. We want to borrow a leaf from it. We are borrowing a leaf from it that we will continue to do this kind of event. The organizers, thank you very much. Some people have left here and they just left. Who quietly, which is not too good for a university system. I applaud the organizers and we want to take a lead from it. So when I was told that this is what is going to happen, I said, please, get the university involved and we support it. Then go back again, 65 years of service to a nation, your youthful age to a nation, and you are living after 65 years. This system, Father Abaka came into this university, he saw, he conquered, he delivered. Some of us may not know his great contribution to the existence of this university. Some of us may not know. But those of us who are close to him, who knows his movement on behalf of this university, right from creation, right from the initiation, we actually recognize his contribution to the growth and development of this university. The last ninth Senate, when they were leaving, they were given microphone to speak on their experiences as the ninth members of Senate. And some of them were weeping, some of them were crying. And what they did, they said they would miss each other. They said they would miss each other because it's a gathering of persons. Here, Father Abaka, we will miss you greatly. We will miss you greatly. We will stop seeing everybody sitting outside the tree, under the tree. We will miss you greatly. But what is very special to my heart is that anytime I want to see Father Abaka, I will not go far from the university. It's by the gate. He will be seated at his parish. Father Abaka, I will hold it for them. So today is a public lecture in his honor. A public lecture in his honor. A public lecture is actually an event organized to tell the public about a particular person. Father Abaka is such a man that sometimes I even wonder, is he a priest? Thank you very well. Beyond priesthood, the clergy in a contemporary time in Nigeria. I said yes, it's a very to unveil who Reverend Father Abaka actually is. And to do that, in Abuja. And everybody was worried. The Catholic cardinal attending the event of National Center of Synod was difficult to say. By the time he had finished his presentation, in fact, it was captured by the youth media in this country. I will stop for a moment and ask that we listen to the guest speaker as we does justice to the public beyond priesthood, the clergy, and the Thank you. Without wasting much time, if you look at what we have on the program of event, we're supposed to be taking the citation of the guest lecturer. But however, because of time spent, we shall skip that and also inform us that the soft copy of this lecture will be available for distribution as the lecture is also being streamed live on YouTube and on Facebook. Let me respectfully invite to the podium the guest lecturer for today's public lecture team, the young priesthood, the clergy in contemporary Nigeria. The guest lecturer is no other person than Professor Sonny Awefiada. Prof, you are welcome, please. We would love to listen to you. And like I always say, permission if the pronunciation is not correct, but we understand ourselves. Prof, you are welcome. Please let us get our pen and paper. Thank you.
Thank you, MC. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Government Council, Professor Omoka, the Vice Chancellor, FUPRE, Professor Akbofure Remoka, His Royal Majesty, the Oroji of FUPRE, Womogu, Osito, the celebrant of today, not celebrant at Mass, the very Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Ambrose Oghenejode, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, students present for this lecture. The DVC just whispered to me a few minutes ago that, Prof, you are going to be put under pressure now that they're talking about time and so on and so forth. I
and that is what is happening. So I'm going to be abandoning the paper and just stick to the subject matter of what it is all about. So in doing this, I want to begin by thanking the organizers of this event. They style themselves friends of Father Abaka Oghenejode. It is inspiring that they are doing this. And it is quite salutary that the celebrant can now sit and then look back and take stock of what he or she has contributed to society. And things like this, coming at 65 plus, can lead to good health and make the celebrant to live long. Because retirement is like what we call the autumn season that can be lonely and sometimes cold. So the organizers do not know it. You are adding many more years to the life of very Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Oghenejode. And thankfully, he is only retiring from FUPRE. He is still serving in the vineyard of the Lord. And we strongly believe that God will continue to empower him for as long as life endures. So having said that, I congratulate very Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Oghenejode. I said earlier, the celebrant of today, but not celebrant at Mass this morning, for turning 65, and as they say these days, for finishing strong. He is carrying from FUPRE Hill and Hearty. I think it's a gift that not many people are given. So Father, congratulations on your birthday and retirement from your meritorious service to this great university. Then in the same vein, I want to thank the FUPRE community for thinking of this. We have just been told that it is the first of its kind in this university. So I thank the FUPRE community, ably led by the dynamic Vice Chancellor, Professor Akpofure Rimroke. When I was asked to give this lecture, I consented without thinking twice because of who and what Father Abaka has done, not just for this society, this environment, but for the entire Nigerian nation and even humanity beyond Nigeria. He's an icon, he's an institution, and of course, we'll be needing many more of it in this our complex, chaotic, and directionless society. This for me is a kind of homecoming and reconnecting with FUPRE, because I was a visiting lecturer to this university in her formative years. I taught use of English here for 3 academic sessions when the university was still trying to find its feet. So I'm back to be here today to teach as I am used to doing. So the choice of our topic, Beyond Priesthood, the clergy in contemporary Nigeria, is a product of what is presently afflicting Nigeria. No doubt, Nigeria is at the crossroads. And as I said, thank you. As I said somewhere in the paper, we have been at this crossroads for too long a time. We have been at this crossroads for too long a time. And the last 8 years have been particularly traumatic. And we just finished a general election. If you feel the mood of the nation, that attitude of an exultant people whose hope and aspirations are about to be met is absent. And if you are to go by the dictum that the morning tells the day, then it appears that Nigeria is transitioning from that moment of being chastised with whips to that being afflicted with scorpions. But I choose to be optimistic that something will happen. And this lecture that we are gathered here today to talk about the role of the priest in contemporary Nigeria should be one of those steps in those things that will happen to redirect Nigeria. If you look at Nigeria, God has been with us. And I think it is the work of the clergy. Because at every point we get to the precipice, I am happy our father, the general, is here. Tested, GOC, ECOMOG commander, he has been everything that Nigeria should be. Member of PROC, and I'm sure
when he published his memoirs, all of this will be reflected. That at every point we get to the precipice, everybody will think, oh, Nigeria was going to collapse and go down. But we have never fallen into that abyss of destruction. A force will always come and do what? Pull us from the precipice. From June 12 to all that have been afflicting us. So that is the question. That if secularism has failed, if we not try the clergy, will the clergy also fail us? Yes, there is so much that is also wrong with the clergy. We must say that, we must admit that. It will be simplistic and idealistic to close our eyes to that. But some of us believe that if the clergy should call itself to question and do soul searching and then begin to pursue leadership, I think Nigeria will get it well. And I must also warn that I am not advocating a theocracy. I am only putting forth an idea that altruistic, genuine, and patriotic clergy can actually do something to save Nigeria. We are going to be talking more about this in the next 20 minutes or so, and we will go. Of course, the idea of priesthood, that refers to the office of the priest that is trained and ordained to serve God. A bridge builder, the link between us and God, the bridge between the sacred and the profane. I will not go too much into that. And I want to look at the church and the clergy in Nigeria, because I'm watching and speaking to the paper now. The advent of the church in Nigeria dates back to the 19th century. And many of us, if we want to be radical and mysterious, we will say the church and colonialism arrested our development. But the truth is that the church and colonialism, in more ways than one, advanced our development as a people. But we want to be mysterious and radical, we argue otherwise. The earliest imprint of the church in Nigeria dates back to 1845, when the CMS Grammar School was established in Lagos. Apart from that, so many other schools were established. And of course, we all know the essence of education in the evolution of humanity. The church also established many hospitals for healthcare. So the church went a long way in freeing us from the encumbrances of the past, in freeing us from the encumbrances of tradition, and making us to join the race to modernity. And that is where we are today. Whether we are talking about FUPRE, University of Benin, University of Ibadan, AP, Onsuka, all of these institutions and what we have achieved today have their roots in the early work of the church. I just mentioned CMS Grammar School. There's another very popular one, Hope Wadal Institute in Calabar, where Nnamdi Azikiwe attended. And I can also put it on record, things don't just happen. The first medical doctor, Dr. Fred Isiri, his father also attended Hope Wadal Institute in Calabar. So all of these are some of the things that the church did for us. The church has played a transformational role in the evolution of Nigeria, more for good than evil. So please let us put that on record. As I said earlier, I am not proposing a theocracy, but I am saying that the clergy, altruistic, genuine, and patriotic, and putting emphasis on that, to give a shot at political leadership. That emphasis. Now, the church and the state, they are dialectically opposed. And I know the Catholic Church does not endorse the dealings between priesthood and politics. I know if you try it, you are suspended and then you come back at the end of your sojourn in politics. But the church and the state has a very long history. From the time of the Roman Empire to the Middle Ages, the state was under the authority of the church until things started falling apart. Also because of the crisis in the church. So that is the point. Now, as humanity progressed, there was the need, the church felt a compelling need to again intervene in politics. And that gave birth to the concept of liberation theology. And we pioneered it a Dominican priest from Peru, from Catholicism also. He pioneered the essence of liberation theology. And what were they doing? Intervention in marginalized communities. People that were suffering from political injustice, economic injustice, people that needed liberation. Theology. There were also other activist priests that did something similar. Jackson of the United States of America. We want Martin Luther King, Bishop Desmond Tutu to the liberation of South Africa and the routing of apartheid. The examples are legion. Now, the June 12 crisis provides an opportunity for the clergy, whether it was Catholic or Anglican, to again intervene in politics. Even before June 12, as a secondary school student, my earliest encounter with Anthony Cardinal Olumide Okogie was on the pages of the Guardian when he took military dictatorship to task. Those were the days of General Ibrahim Babangida. Then June 12 gave birth to activist priests like Bishop Bolanle Onigi in the Southwest, Archbishop Ayo Ladigolu. Then Reverend Peter Ajayi was nicknamed Nadeko Bishop. Intervention by the clergy to rescue Nigeria. Now, of recent, we cannot say we are ignorant of the voice of John Cardinal Onayeko. We cannot say we are ignorant of the works of Reverend Father John Uba-Ofei, and of course, Reverend Father John Egusiani. Then, the church also, Christian Association of Nigeria, PFN, and of course, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, they've been doing so much to engage with issues that trouble us. Even in Catholicism, we have the Justice, Development, and Peace Commission. All of these have been interventionist work to see whether Nigeria can be steered onto the right path. And again, I'm definitely leaving in for the last. Bishop Matthew Hassan Kuka. He has evolved to be the conscience of Nigeria. From his role at the National Human Rights Violation Commission, known as Oputa Panel, where he was secretary, to his role at National Political Reform Conference 2005, to his role, pivotal and pioneering role in National Peace Committee with the Sultan of Sokoto and General Sultan, the former head of state, in midwifing peaceful elections from 2015 till now. Bishop Kuka has done the church and the clergy very proud. If we have the likes of Bishop Kuka beyond priesthood, why can't we encourage them to take on the gauntlet of politics and political leadership? That is a question I leave us to answer. There are many more questions, but because of time, I am skipping those questions. Now, we are all saying that Nigeria is a failed state. In whose hands did Nigeria fail? Nigeria failed in our hands all. And if we go with that dictum that all hands should be on deck to keep the ship afloat, why should the hands of the clergy not also be on that deck? Another question. If the secularists have failed Nigeria, will the sacerdotal, that is the clergy, also fail Nigeria? I leave that answer to you all to ponder over. Again, as you want, I'm not just talking about any clergy. Let us again underline altruism, patriotism, and genuine. Because the clergy in Nigeria has been infiltrated. And of course, we now have clergymen for hire during election time. So this is not what I am talking about. So, let us now look at the present dispensation. I think in 1991-1992, a Catholic priest, Reverend Father Moses Adasu, became governor of Benue State. But that tenure was truncated. He was there for just 20 months when General Sani Abacha took over government, I think November 1983. So we cannot fully evaluate him. Then by 1999, Reverend Jolly Oyami became governor of Taraba State.
I think the verdict is out there before the public. In the present dispensation, we have the same Benue State, a Catholic priest, Reverend Father Hyacinth earlier as governor. Then in Akwa Ibom State, a clergyman, I think Reverend Umo Eno is also the governor. I think we should set a template for them. If the regular politician will support embezzlement of public funds, is not able to secure us and provide our welfare, because the essence of government is security and welfare of the people. Will the clergy also fail in securing our welfare? Because part of the duty of the priest is the welfare of the faithful. And I think there is no better way to serve the welfare of the faithful other than dabbling into politics. So that is the essence of the second leg of the lecture's title, that the role of the clergy in contemporary Nigeria. I recall, it's not always going to be a walk in the garden. No. Haiti tried it with Reverend Father Jean Bertrand Aristide. But Haiti was a basket case, and Father Aristide couldn't do much. He had to flee in the first instance. Second instance, military coup removed him. Then that should not discourage us. So the clergy can actually give a shot at political leadership. And so much is at stake, because the clergy, the priesthood is about trust and respect. We don't have to talk in the political arena. We give people that trust and respect. The clergy that are taking the oath for self-sacrifice, will he go there and condone embezzlement, pardoning, and all of that? Such a clergy, will he or she not think about the security and welfare of the people, which are the true essence of government? These are questions that we need to actually think about. Now we are here today to talk about very Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Ambrose Oghenejode. What are the things we can count for him beyond clergy? Beyond clergy, he has been a source of hope and support to many people who are not even Catholic. Generations of people have so many things to say about Father Abaka's intervention. How he has made life worth living for them. Beyond clergy, he is a scholar. He holds a master's degree, he holds a PhD. And it will interest you to know that the thesis, his PhD response to conflict management in the Niger Delta region. A legal response to conflict management in the Niger Delta region. Why can't we challenge Father Abaka to do another PhD thesis? A legal response to political crisis in Nigeria. So that in theory and in practice, Nigeria can fully benefit from this wealth of knowledge. Beyond priesthood, he has been principal, Good Shepherd Boys School, Oyede. And of course, if you look at the complexity of our work today, priests have become human rights activists. They have started raising legal awareness among people. They are teachers. They are into so many things that will bring succor to humanity. So for him, he was principal of that secondary school. And that school is flourishing. Beyond priesthood, he was also chairman of the Delta State Pilgrims Board for some years. Beyond priesthood, he also established a medical foundation that takes Medicare to rural communities all over Delta State. Beyond priesthood, he's an advocate. He's an advocate of good governance. And those who know him will know that he has spoken against bad governance again and again. Beyond priesthood, he has been working in this university. He rose to become the head of the Directorate of Media and Public Relations. That is no mean achievement. And beyond priesthood, he was a member of the visitation panel to the University of Lagos in 2013.
Beyond priesthood, he is a member of the governing council of this university. So the thing is that at 65, Father Abaka Ambrose Oghenejode still looks very strong and fit to contribute more to humanity. And I will enjoy Father do not relent. Professor J.G. Dala retired some 5 years ago, but as we speak, he is still very active in terms of research. He actually just won the research grant some 5 months ago that took him to the museum in London. So Father will be retiring, but Father is not tired. She's going to do more for Nigeria so that our errant society can be redirected and then be on the path of progress for the betterment of humanity. It is going to be well with Nigeria. I am very, very optimistic. Congratulations, Father, and thank you all for your time.
Thank you very much, our distinguished professor. And just with the permission to add, beyond priesthood, very Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Ambrose Jr. is a palace chief from Open Kingdom. Beyond priesthood, very Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Ambrose Jr. is a chief also from Uvie Kingdom. Beyond priesthood, Father Abaka is a father to all of us. Beyond priesthood is a friend to all of us. And for some of you, Father Abaka tells you, I will come to your house today. If it had not gone today, break the other day, expect him. He will still arrive. Thank you very much, our guest lecturer. Thank you. Exposed to the role of priest and to the role of clergy in contemporary Nigeria. Looking at the item, you see we are supposed to take questions and answers. However, during the lecture by the guest lecturer, he said there are a lot of questions, but he will not provide the answers and will ask the questions now. Which means I still seek the permission of the chairman and the pro-chancellor and all other distinguished members of the high table, most importantly, our Royal Majesty, that the questions and answers will be deferred. Hopefully, when somebody else comes to retire, we're having something like this. We will ask the questions there. Even when we don't have answers, we will keep deferring it. Thank you very much for that. I want to respectfully call before the closing prayer and request that one of the professors will keep big letter P, distinguished Professor Mrs. Mary Edema, please help us with vote of thanks, but I've just been given a hint. Probably, Mama, you see, Father, they said he's 65. We know it's challenging, but Father is very energetic. So, Mama, please, permission. You will need to do some standing exercise briefly, while we take brief comments and remarks from members of the high table. Very brief, I'm just been hinted. The man to achieve a prayer, so it must work. Are we sure?
Hello. Increase the volume, please. Increase the volume. Increase the volume, please. I know what was stated in my employment letter. On behalf of the council, I communicate that you have been, which means the councils have been, okay, we are good. Pro-chancellor, sir. I want to respectfully hand over this time to you for a word or two. Thank you.
In my life and career, I have attended a lot of lectures. This one stands out as a unique one. A lot of sense and meaning within a very short period of time. Thank you all and God bless you. We wish you well outside the university. you to work. We admire your membership of council. We appreciate you, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I think it's very lofty, but the advantage we have during his time in FUPRE, Father was operating at the heart of FUPRE, the central admin office. And after tomorrow, Father will be operating at the entrance of FUPRE, at the chaplaincy. So you come in with a blessing, and those of us that are operating inside will keep operating, and we will exit with a blessing. So Father is still at the corridor of FUPRE. Beautiful moment for us. I want to respectfully once again invite Professor Mrs. Mary Odeva to please take the vote of thanks. Thank you very much.
The chairman of today, our Vice Chancellor, we want to thank you for joining the friends of Father Abaka to make this day memorable. I particularly want to thank the chairman of our council. They've come for their own affairs, but they've abandoned everything. The rest they should be having. You've led all members of the governing council to come and join Father Abaka to celebrate today. We want to thank you, sir. And all our external members of council, we want to thank you. I want you to join me to thank our royal father. He has given a royal color to today. I'm very, very impressed. We are grateful to you, sir. We just have one small party to your land and you are not forgetting us. We are grateful, sir. To the principal officers, the deputy vice chancellor, the registrar, that I was pulling to take her seat and she didn't want to take her seat. Our distinguished librarian, we want to thank you all for coming. All deans, all directors, we thank you. Staff of FUPRE, students of FUPRE, thank you for coming to tell Father Abaka thank you. You remember sometimes those early years when we had some problems with the community, he would step in immediately as the community liaison and ensure that we have very free movement. Father, the community of FUPRE are really grateful to you. For those who gather themselves, I'm on the periphery. They just call me and I chip in one word or the other. I particularly want to thank those who were at the center of these arrangements. It's not easy to plan. I want to thank them. They have done something very, very good. Since they have celebrated Father, I pray for them that they will be celebrated too. Pressmen, we are grateful. Family and friends of Father who have come to join us today, thank you for joining us. When you are doing your own celebration on Saturday, we promise we are also going to join you. On that note, I want to say, Father, congratulations again. We will always meet you at the gate.
Well, I think it's not out of place to also thank Professor Mrs. Mary and Aaron for doing this for us and also for being one of the associates of, I think I can say this now, distinguished very Reverend Father Dr. Abaka Ambrose Oghenejode Jr. Father, it's a special one for all of us. The excitement is there, so we'll quickly take some few announcements. Please note, tomorrow is the D-Day. Tomorrow actual marks Father's 65th day on earth. His actual birthday is tomorrow. Tomorrow morning as early as 7 a.m. we'll be having mass at the chaplaincy just at the entrance of the university gate. Immediately after mass, we shall accompany Father. Very few persons. He has requested that the number should be few. We will accompany Father to visit selected orphanage homes where items will be given to the residents of these homes. While on Friday by 4 p.m. there will be a novelty march in honor of Father, and the march will be played between our own students, members of NFCS, versus the Catholic priest of the Diocese of Warri. The first leg, so about 5 years ago, the priest won the students. The students have been practicing, and we want to hope that this time around the students should win. But the beauty of it is this: these students are members of the chaplaincy here. If the student wins, Father Abaka have won. If the priest wins, Father Abaka have won. If na draw, we go back to Warri. Warri no dey carry last. Pata na draw. So it's going to be a very exciting moment. 4 p.m. We request that all of us, if for those who have the chance, the venue will be the minor seminary in FUPRE, about I think in the area. Please take note. And also on Saturday is the D-Day. 10 a.m. and the chaplaincy will be the special Thanksgiving mass. Dignitaries will be expected. Please let us honor our Pro-Chancellor as he step out. Thank you very much, Professor Amu. It's a privilege to have you now. You added color to this event, and the documentation committee of both chaplaincy and FUPRE will definitely take note of this. This has been a special one. We are happy that you added color to this event. We also acknowledge the presence of Professor Emeritus Arubale. We acknowledge the presence of Mr. Martin Otanuche, and we acknowledge the presence of all friends and well-wishers of Abaka, while acknowledge the presence of very Reverend Father Mbako. You are all welcome once again. So while we wait for the dignitaries, so I think we are out, we will not waste time, but we just request that Father Abaka, for the very next time, formally in this hall, will lead the closing prayer and bless us for the very last time as colleagues in FUPRE. After tomorrow, he will be blessing us as a former colleague and as a priest of the Roman Catholic Church. It's a privilege. I will stand here like others so that we share in a blessing. Glory to Jesus.
Let us rise and pray. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And help us in the name of the Lord. Amen. The Lord be with you. And with your spirit. Let us pray. Most gracious Father, every privilege and opportunity that we experience in life comes from your hands in heaven. We want to thank you for this special celebration and the privilege of 65 years. We pray, mighty living God, for this institution, the intervention of the Holy Spirit, accompanying the chairman members of the council, the vice chancellor, mandate of each university, lecturers and students, workers, through life journey. And each and every one of them make great impact and contribution to the further development and growth of this institution, and use them as instruments to bless their families. We pray, Father in heaven, for the custodian of the traditional deputies of the FUPRE cultural values. Your Majesty, who reflects the reign of FUPRE. God bless you with wisdom, vision, and courage to uplift the kingdom. We pray, mighty living God, for all us guests who have come to share this day with us. Bless them and bring each and every one of them safely to their various destinations and use them as instruments to bless their families. Almighty living God, we thank you especially for the guest lecturer, Professor Father, for time consuming, energy sapping to bring about the success of the lectures of today. May God bless and reward him abundantly and greatly bring him to great heights in his life. For all who have come and for those who got the message very deeply, Father in heaven, I apologize bless them abundantly and fill their hearts with your grace, encouragement, and support. For the members of the company committee and parishioners of St. John's Chaplaincy, may your countenance shine upon them and be gracious to them. We make this prayer to Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. Silver and gold we have none, but what we have we give. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, may this university continue to grow from strength to strength. And may God give me health of mind and body to continue my service, not only to the church, but in different ways be of use to this university. We make this prayer through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. The grace. Surely, God will bless us all the days of our life, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. The Lord be with you. And the Almighty God bless us all. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you very much.
Please join Father to take the good photograph. It's been a special evening, and I think via our actions we have prepared the FUPRE and the national anthem. However, I think I will remind you, please let us quickly take the FUPRE Mr. Isaac already. All right, the FUPRE please.